On June 7, 1926, a man in a torn suit is struck by a tram on a Barcelona street. 3 taxi drivers refuse to carry him. They assume he is a beggar. By the time someone brings him to a pauper's ward, his pockets hold nothing but orange peels, a handful of nuts, and a small book of psalms. He is the most important architect in Europe, and the cathedral that consumed his life stands behind him, barely a quarter finished. 1883. Gaudí is 31 when he inherits the project from another architect who quit in frustration. The plan is for a large church in Barcelona's Example district, funded entirely by private donations. There is almost no money. The foundation walls are barely out of the ground. Most architects would simplify. Gaudí does the opposite. He studies the way weight moves through tree trunks and human skeletons, then designs columns that branch like bones. No buttresses, no internal scaffolding, just stone obeying the same rules as a femur.
The straight line belongs to man. The curve belongs to God.
He suspends chains from the ceiling of his workshop, hangs small bags of lead shot from them, and photographs the drooping shapes. Then he turns the photographs upside down. Gravity draws the perfect arch. Every curve in the Sagrada Familia is an inverted catenary, not designed but discovered. By 1910, Gaudí has turned down nearly every other commission. By 1914, he stops accepting them altogether. He moves his bed into the workshop on the construction site and sleeps among plaster models of apostles. Donations arrive in trickles. Construction stops for months, sometimes years. Friends urge him to seek state funding. He refuses.
My client is not in a hurry.
He means God. He means the building will take 300 years if it must. He designs facades he knows no living person will ever see completed, carving every detail, a tortoise at the base of a column, a snail on a balustrade, because he believes God sees the parts that humans never will. He grows thin. He stops cutting his hair. He gives his money to the poor until he has none left. The greatest architect in Barcelona becomes indistinguishable from the beggars who sleep in his doorways. June 7, 1926. The number 48 tram catches him crossing Gran Via. He falls. His clothes are so ragged, his pockets so empty, that no one recognizes him. He lies on the cobblestones while passers-by debate whether to bother. A construction worker finally carries him to the Hospital de la Santa Creu, the charity hospital. A doctor sets his broken ribs and notes malnutrition. No one knows his name. The next day, a chaplain from the Sagrada Familia walks through the ward and stops breathing. Gaudí dies on June 10th. He is 73. They bury him in the crypt of the unfinished church, beneath a vaulted ceiling he designed 40 years earlier. A century later, the Sagrada Familia is still under construction. Cranes turn above Barcelona every morning. Stonemasons follow plaster models that Gaudí shaped with his own hands, some smashed during the Spanish Civil War, painstakingly reassembled from thousands of fragments like archaeological bone. The completion date is 2026. 143 years after a 31-year-old architect inherited a hole in the ground and decided to fill it with every law he could steal from nature. They will finish his cathedral in the same year he died, and every stone in it still bends the way gravity told him it should. An old man asleep among plaster saints, designing rooms he would never enter, for a God he believed was not in a hurry.